The most important free agent, unrestricted free agent that I think we should sign. Put it in the chat. Who do you think is the most important unrestricted free agent or free agent, in your opinion, for the Detroit Lions, for you? Who do you think the Lions should re-sign? Me personally, I think it's Josh Reynolds. I think Josh Reynolds, got to keep him on the team. One, because of the chemistry he has with Jared Goff. Giovanni says Jared Goff would have helped her out for sure. Well, good thing he don't got to deal with that, huh? Hyundai says Tracy Walker. That would be my second most important free agent. Mine is, now Detroit, if you had to pick one, who do you pick? Nope. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nine Drinks. Let me be more clear. Somebody that we already had on our team. Resign. I should have used the word resign. Who is the most unrestricted or restricted free agent, most important we should resign? To me, it's Josh Reynolds. We got to help our quarterback out, man. We got to give him, help him be comfortable. And the offense changed when Josh got there. Ironically, that's the same time that Amon-Ra came alive. Okay, Rick says Tracy Walker. Dylan says Josh Reynolds. Giovanni says easily Tracy Walker, as he is the most undervalued player on the team. Okay, all right. How much are you willing to pay Tracy Walker? Put that in the chat as well. So I'll chop it up with my fellas this morning. And they're telling me that the going rate for a franchise tag safety is $13 million. $13 million. Are you willing to franchise tag Tracy Walker for $13 million? Okay, TJ says, 406 says TJ. No, TJ solid. Okay, Hyundai says 8 mil, 7 mil. Okay, so are you willing to give Tracy Walker $13 million? What if he says, I want a three-year deal for $30 million? Do you re-sign Tracy Walker? Me personally, I think it should be Josh Reynolds. Because Josh Reynolds changed the dynamic of this offense. Now, yes, Amon-Ra, he was the stud. He's the one that really, really blew the lid off. But it wasn't until, in my opinion, Josh Reynolds got here that everything changed. Okay, Giovanni says around 8 to 12 million in my book. Nope, then take Kyle Hamilton. Rick says no. I say no depending on the cap. Okay, well, we're going to have a little bit of space. We can restructure some people and free up some space as well. But I say no. Let me see if I can find Tracy Walker's stats. Because he tackles a lot. He tackles a whole lot. I think he had 100 and something tackles. But we talked about it too, me and the fellas. You know who else is a free agent? I don't know. I'm sure he'll be much more demanding than this guy. But the Honey Badger, I believe, is also a free agent. All right, so Tracy Walker in 2021 played 15 games. He had 1 interception. He had 1 sack. He had 74 solo tackles, 34 assisted, for a total of 108. He had 3 tackles for a loss. I mean, you're playing safety, so that's to be expected. And yeah, so 108 tackles is what Tracy Walker had. 1 interception. Maybe just draft Jalen Neller. If he had a bunch of picks, hold on, let me see. If he had a bunch of picks, that would be a different story. I'll say this. If the Lions don't draft any good picks, you ready off to a bad start. I've lived here my whole life. Lions have to spend the money if they want to win. Well, Jizzle, man, that's not entirely true, bro. That's not entirely true. Because we spent a lot of money on Trey Flowers. We didn't win. We spent money before. We spent a lot of money on re-signing Calvin Johnson or keeping him around, keeping Matthew Stafford around, and we haven't won anything. Okay, Hyundai says Diggs is a free agent, but he's coming off injury. I still take a chance depending on what he's asking. I'm a little worried about that Diggs injury, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. A safety playing as back as much as he had, having 100 tackles, is saying that front seven is being exploited. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I don't understand why some of us are willing to take Kyle Hamilton at number 2 when we discussed yesterday that the making of a good secondary is a good front 4. What's up, D. Reese? What's up, Cheap? What's going on, Unknown? Yeah, Diggs. I can see Diggs coming back, but he ain't coming back anytime soon. I can see him coming back, though. People hated Patricia. Nobody wanted to be here with him. That's why I say we got to take Hutch or get somebody with elite capabilities in the draft, because we need to disrupt the passer so that we can make plays. They can make plays in the secondary. A la Bosa, Watt. I mean, Aaron Donald, who's a defensive tackle. Aaron Donald sealed the game, as we discussed yesterday, for a guy that was wide open. The talk of the offseason will be, was Jamar Chase the right pick? That's what the topic will be, because Jalen Ramsey was burnt. Not only was he burnt, he's on the ground. Aaron Donald single-handedly won them that game. If Aaron Donald is not on that team, Jamar Chase has a walk-off touchdown. When I say walk-off, they take the lead, and they probably win the game. Okay, Mike. Chris says, D. Reese is in the building, says, what's the topic at hand? Right now we're talking about Tracy Walker, man. Or we're talking about the unrestricted free agents that the most important one you want to re-sign. I said Josh Reynolds. Chris says, I don't mind if the team takes Hamilton, pray for a trade back. If they choose, as long as they double down at defensive tackle, defensive end, and linebacker. Well, I did see a mock draft where somebody had us taking Hutch and another guy at 32. That was a defensive end. Yeah, Aaron Donald is a bad boy. And all that nonsense about Donald retiring, he ain't about to retire. He said yesterday about running it back. All these cats talking about running stuff. Stop it. We about to retire. Stop that. Sean McVay's girlfriend said today he's not retiring. I don't even know. It's like the NFL drums up this stuff. Do I bring back Jalen Reeves? I do. It depends on what he wants. Weak team draft height is not good. They just going to run when contract is over. Best trade for established players. Well, see, Rob, I disagree with that, man. I agree and disagree, right? Because Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes is building a culture. That doesn't mean that 4 years from now, the team's going to be like it is now. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to attract people to come in free agency, which they weren't going to do under Matt Patricia. And we're trying to build the team to keep the people. You know who we got to worry about? TJ Hockenson. TJ Hockenson is entering his 4th year. His 4th year. We have to keep him in the D. Okay? That's who we need to worry about. Forget Tracy Walker. We need to worry about TJ Hockenson. Still working out with George Kittle. Still trying to be one of the best tight ends in the league. He got to stay healthy, though. But if he can do that, he will be up there with Darren Waller, Hockenson, Kittle, those guys, the echelon of tight ends. But we have to build this team to not only keep the players that we draft, but attract players to come in free agency.